Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on whatever time you're watching the video. Welcome to my channel. My good name is Tr.Loizah. Today we're doing revision on paper 1 Kcse 2022. We're going to start with question 3b. For each of the following words, provide two other words that are pronounced the same way, and the marks awarded is 6 marks. So the first word is buy. Now, before I start, for this question, there is no shortcut. You just have to know how to pronounce words correctly so that you can get it right. So the first one is buy. And as you can see, those are the answers that I have come up with. Buy, when you go to the shop to buy something, and buy, goodbye. Yeah, that buy. Then we have new, new and new, pair, pair and pair. So all those words are pronounced the same as you can see there. Then we move on to the next question, because the first question does not have so much explaining to do, because it is you just have to know how to pronounce the words. So the second question is underline the stressed part in each of the words in bold. Now, first of all, for this question, you have to know what is stress. And stress is emphasizing, or when you emphasize certain words in a certain sentence, or you say the words with a high pitch. Yeah, so that is what we call stress. Now, in nouns and adjectives, we stress the first syllable, and in verbs, we stress the second syllable. Now, stress is putting emphasis on words. So I hope you've gotten what stress is, so we can start answering the questions. After the accident, he was invalid for nearly 6 months. Yeah, after the accident, he was an invalid for nearly 6 months. So we're going to stress the first syllable, invalid. Yeah, so you would listen to where you're putting stress, to where you're putting emphasis on the word, so that you can stress it. In this case, it is the first syllable. Compare and contrast the two oral narratives. So you, even from listening, you can tell that the second syllable is the one that you're going to stress. Compare and contrast. Yeah, so much emphasis on the second syllable. Question 3. Ask the secretary to organize the tea and snacks. Ask the secretary to organize the tea and snacks. So in that one, it's the first syllable. So the underlined is the one that you're stressing. I have already done it for you. Then we move on to the other question. D. Attentive listening is an important communication skill. Name 3 nonverbal cues that can show someone that you are paying attention to what they are saying. Yeah, so we have both verbal and nonverbal cues. Verbal cues are the ones that you use words verbally, using your word of mouth. For example, you can say thank you, you can say excuse me, you can say sorry. So those are verbal cues. Non-verbal cues are the ones that we don't use the words, the words, we use the gestures, the facial expressions, the eye contact. Those are the non-verbal cues. So in this question, let's read it again. Attentive listening is an important communication skill. Name 3 nonverbal cues that can show someone that you are paying attention to what they are saying. If you're paying attention, 1, you're going to maintain eye contact. Yeah, so if I am the one giving the speech, I'm going to know that you are listening if you maintain eye contact. Number 2, if you're nodding in agreement. If you are supposed to, if I have said something and you have understood, then you nod your head in agreement, saying yes. Then again, if you sitting upright and leaning forward. Yeah, if you sit upright and lean forward, then I know that you are listening. Yeah, and those are the nonverbal cues that can show that you are listening. Also, if now another question can come like this, like, yeah, you name nonverbal cues that can show someone that you are not paying attention. So now we've diverted to not paying attention. If you're not paying attention, what are you going to be doing? Maybe you'll be fidgeting, body movement, you're going to be chewing, you're going to be laughing at places you're not supposed to be laughing. Yeah, you're also going to be maybe staring, doing a lot of things. So those are the nonverbal cues that show that you are not listening. Moving on, let's move on to the other question. Imagine that you are a first-year university student looking for accommodation outside college. You have just been shown vacant flats and you have gone to see the landlady. Complete the following conversation. So in such a question, you always first go through the dialogue between the two people. You go through it first before you start answering so that you can know what content is in the conversation. So in our dialogue or in our conversation, we have you and the landlady. What is in black is the question. The red are the answers that I have written. So we have you and a dash. Landlady, good afternoon to you. What can I do for you? Then landlady, so the caretaker has shown you the 3 vacant flats. Which one did you choose? Landlady, oh, I see many tenants like the corner flat because of the balcony. Did the caretaker tell you it comes with an extra cost? Then the landlady, I am sorry, the rent is fixed. 10,000 is way below the rent for the flat. And then finally, the landlady says 3 years occupancy guarantee is good enough reason for discount. Just add 1,000 to your initial offer. So now let's answer, because at least we have a clue of what is happening in the conversation. So how are you going to start the conversation? Since the landlady is responding, good afternoon to you, what can I do for you? It means that when you came, you greeted the landlady. Good afternoon, madam. Good afternoon to you. What can I do for you? Then you, the caretaker has shown me some vacant flats and I am interested. Landlady, so the caretaker has shown you the 3 vacant flats. Which one did you choose? You, I like the one at the corner, madam. Then the landlady says, oh, I see many tenants like the corner flat because of the balcony. Did the caretaker tell you it comes with an extra cost? You, yes, I was told but I would like to request for a discount. The landlady: I am sorry, the rent is fixed. 10,000 is way below the rent for the flat. So you have to let the conversation flow. Then we have you, who says, the caretaker said that, but I thought you would consider me because I will stay in the flat for 3 years or more. Then the landlady responds, 3 years occupancy guarantee is good enough reason for discount. Just add 1,000 to your initial offer. And then you say, thank you very much, madam. When can I move in? So as you're reading the conversation, you can hear that there is flow. The conversation is flowing. So make sure that before you start answering that question, you have gone through the conversation first, know what is required of you, so that before you start answering. So thank you for watching the video. Kindly like, subscribe, and also comment. Remember to tell me which content you would like to see more often, and also watch the video till